it's good to see you again. Yes, I know, I'm doing this like I did before the updates about to drop. And I'm gonna be honest, I've been kind of ignoring this game. The past couple updates have not seemed interesting in the slightest to me. And I didn't even realize they had reworked Garou. That's something I've been prepared for a little while before you guys remember. But they are about to drop a ReZero update. It looks pretty decent in my opinion. These sneaks look a lot better than the other ones. So let's prepare for it. Now, let me define what I mean by prepare in this video. I'll be aiming for the units that are on a tier list that are already better than mine. So I'm looking for improvement on my team. I won't be going for every unit if I'm not going to use it. And then I'll also be farming materials that are universally used in every update. By universally, I mean things like rerolls, pearls, stat cubes, potions, things that are used like no matter what is dropped. Nothing too specific, just on the off chance that it doesn't get used. So with all that being said, hope you enjoy the video. So as you guys already know my last video, one of my earlier videos, I already have Cosmic Garou, so I'm gonna give him his extreme boost or divine boost. That way, he takes divine boost tokens. Now Garou on the tier list does outrank a bunch of my other units. Now disclaimer: the wiki devs or people in charge of the tier list have been known to consistently lie on it, just glazing units that are new so people can get those units, but not actually being truthful about what units are actually better. You know, basically, what I'm saying, take it with a grain of salt. Now, I've been out of it so long, I have no idea if they're telling the truth this time or not. Probably not. If I had to guess, they're probably just lying to me about Garou being that good. But either way, I wouldn't know unless I got Garou, his divine boost. So, they changed it. I don't know why they did this, but both my units, I only get 2 units, and they both cost 0 to place. And they're both already really high level, basically maxed out damage that I've never seen Saitama do before. And instead of the same like 10 rounds they used to have in the past, it's now 5. So a lot's changed. I had no idea this was going on here. It took me no time at all. To be honest, I was kind of working on thumbnails in the background while I was doing this, because all you gotta do in this game is just place these 2 down, put on auto upgrade, and that's kind of about it. I wish I could say there was more to this, but the enemies are all basically one shot. The boss was an ending special and everything was just really easy. Not much of a challenge. So I guess they're trying to make divine boost and extreme boost like for new players. I think this update was like mostly to help out new players, if I had to guess. So with like 20 minutes of my time, I managed to get my Garou divine boosted. I really do wish I could say more about this, but I'm not going to drag it out, I'll be honest with you. It was just one game mode that you play for 20 minutes and there you go. There's your divine boost. I prepared so much more for this rework. Again, the video is still up. I got Helix, farmed all the rerolls and everything, farmed all the essences I might have needed. I thought it was going to be like the rework for Dio and Escanor, where they farm a separate soul and like Helix and everything for it. But that wasn't the case. It was just really easy, which I guess leads us into our second part of the grind, which is materials. Now, in the past, this would have been a lot longer, like a lot more complicated, where you had to do raid to rerolls, pearls and dungeons in survival mode, and then stat cubes in infinite mode. But they made it all come from the Halloween event as well. And in fact, the most efficient way to farm materials right now is the Halloween event. Which, nice. It's pretty cool. You get like a really simple way of farming materials. But at the same time, a really boring way of farming materials. Now, this didn't take any shorter of a time than it usually does. I did spend almost all day here, but it was mostly just AFK. It was kind of just, I put it in the background while I worked on thumbnails or trying to find any like background music I can use. Again, I really do wish there was more to say or speak on this, but it was kind of just sit here. That's the entirety of this game at this point. It's just kind of sit here. Even the prep isn't like grinding anymore. Which brings me into a topic I want to talk about while I'm here. I guess since watch me play this game mode over and over. I redeem more rewards here and there. Again, I'll put them all in the end as well. I'll show you guys how much I got. Because that is kind of the whole point, is seeing what materials I got. Yeah, I want to talk about how tower defense games recently have been kind of just handing things out. Which is nice, free rewards. It's really cool. But at the same time, tower defense games, like M Tower defense games for example, Enemy Adventures, Enemy Vanguards, Enemy Last Stand, Enemy Crusaders. That's kind of what we're compiling this kind of category into, or goes into that category the other way around. It's been kind of frustrating, I guess, for a sense. Let's take Enemy Vanguards for example, with Dio over Heaven taking like one night grind to get, and him being more broken than any other unit, which kind of sucks because those other units took a lot more grind, but therefore they're weaker because of that. It just feels kind of backwards, I guess. And recently with ALS, the new people in charge I get their passion and everything like that, but handing out 300 pearls and like hundreds of Lich Pity potions it just feels like we're being bribed to play the game rather than just like playing the game because we like it. But yeah, everything's just like ridiculously easy to get now in tower defense games. Again, kind of a small rant here while I do this in the background because I have nothing else to say. This entire video can compile down, like if I like sped run this video can like take 30 seconds, no joke. Like it's the entirety of this video is just me sitting here. That's it. Rewards just come to me naturally. It really is frustrating with these tower defense games because I want like how it used to be with the Anime Avengers or like with the old Anime Vanguards, like it took so much grind. Like Kaguya, for example, took like a week to get. Like I did it all by hand because my event's too weak to actually macro it. Or Lee Sun Jin-woo, that game, where it took me like I think over a week to get him. But it felt so much more rewarding. I have Shiny Dio over Heaven in Vanguards, but it just doesn't feel nice having him because it just didn't take any effort at all. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys noticing that too, where like it just feels boring to play the game now because they give you everything for free anyways. It's just not rewarding to even play. But yeah, a little tangent there. But the ALS devs have been listening to the community more, which is nice. It is partly the community's fault for constantly begging for codes, so I can't entirely blame them, but I mean, come on. Garo's divine boost that was hyped up took me like 20 minutes to get. Yeah, following all that, here's all the rewards I got from me watching some videos in the background, editing and doing thumbnails. Basically, I did anything but play the game, and I got a ton of rewards for it. Again, it feels really backwards to me, but you know, preparation, like the rewards are rewards. I did prep, and hopefully it's enough for the next update. So with all that out of the way, here's what I got. Now I'm gonna try to stay quiet here so you guys can kind of focus on what I get. It does go by pretty quickly, so I apologize for that, but unless you want to watch 15 minutes of just me opening capsules in silence, it has to be this way. It's also worth mentioning I did spend like about, I think 1.5 million Halloween cookies, that's what they're called, right? The Halloween Part 2 currency on the summon banner. Now, I didn't bother recording it because I got nothing at all. And I mean like, I got nothing at all. But look how many true dragons I got from that. It's kind of insulting. I was aiming for a shiny Rimuru. I had everything was on auto sell, so I didn't technically get anything from it because I auto sold everything else. But yeah, there's also that as well. Yeah, again, I really wish there's more to say. I now have a ton of every single essence, over 20 glitch petty potions, 4,000 technique shards, a bunch of pearls that you're going to see me gamble with here and waste all of them, and more than enough stat cubes and perfect stat cubes from one game mode that I wasn't even present in. It really is, I don't know, it doesn't, like, how do I explain this? It's nice to have rewards, but it just doesn't feel rewarding. But yeah, I am prepared for the next update now. Hopefully this team is good at. Let me know, by the way, if I need to replace anything in my team. Now I know they reworked a bunch of other units as well, but on the tier, according to the tier list, they aren't worth getting because I already have other units instead. If they are worth getting, because I know this tier list isn't always the most accurate thing in the world, please let me know because I would love to work on getting more units. Yeah, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please have a wonderful, wonderful night or day whenever you're watching this. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.